Since Avatar Studios was founded, multiple things threatened to die before they were even born. But is there a chance that in 2025 we will have not only an animated movie but also an animated series of the New Earth Avatar? What? Stay tuned for this video to discuss this and how for a few simple lines of text we could have not only one but two projects next year. We also have a first look at the Avatar skins that will be released for the Fortnite game. This is Appacomics. Fortnite is a hugely popular game, with 220 million monthly active players are pretty high numbers.
Don't be modest, they're huge!
Epic Games Battle Royale positioned itself very quickly as one of the most famous and well-known games in the world, and Avatar is going to get in there, at least for a few months, as part of a collaboration between the two brands. Today we got a first taste of what this collaboration will be like, with a mini gameplay of a Korra skin, which can use waterbending. She will be just the first of several appearances in the game, which can propel the brand much more as the Netflix live action is doing. This again is excellent, because the more revenue Paramount has from the franchise, the more promising and safe it will be to invest in it. So these little things that are happening are the beginning of perhaps a much larger universe of Avatar. If this happens, dreaming of Kyoshi novels, or Yangchun, adapted to animation, more comics, premium quality games among other little things will be totally possible, so let's hope and pray that they do well. I think they do it for a reason. I mean, it must give results. For example, now an Overwatch is doing collaboration with Cowboy Bebop. I guess it's a way to advertise with a target audience that could see the series, and considering the amount of players in Fortnite, this could be a bomb for the studio. As soon as more news comes out about this update, I will be leading them in the channel. On the other hand, it was leaked between many quotation marks that indeed, in the same year that the Avatar movie comes out as adults in theaters, would come out an animated series, that of a New Earth Avatar after Korra. Again, between many quotation marks, because until something is officially announced from the website of Avatar Studios is still branded as a rumor, although in my opinion it may be true. For now, take it with tweezers and keep your mouth without foam. Avatar Studios has been around for several years since it was founded, and since that time they started working on multiple projects at once. With the strikes of both writers and actors, massive layoffs in the world of animation and video games, among other things that have affected the entire entertainment industry, we assumed that all this was postponed and they were going to focus on one or two little things maximum to not waste more time than was lost while everything was slowed down. Well, it looks like they might have worked their magic somehow, and maybe next year we will see a new reincarnation of the bald kid and our teenage girl from the Water Tribe. The info was commented by Airspeed Prime on Twitter, who investigating in pages that give advances and updates on publications, releases and upcoming books. An announcement was made that mentioned that after the success of the novels of Kyoshi and Yangchun, Kyoshi and Roku novel would come out, in addition to the release in theaters of the film of the Avatar team as adults and a new animated series. The next day was modified from the list this item, removing the part of the new animated series. What comments the YouTubers that previously has already happened in Avatar with the film that in theory would be titled Echoes and Aftershocks, or the leak of the image of the same, which Paramount deleted from virtually everyone who published it at the time, even striking accounts. He also mentions that he has been looking at sites like these for a long time and they are trustworthy, being able to anticipate many times titles of movies and books that have not even been mentioned publicly yet. The assumptions are either that it was a mistake, or that they mentioned it ahead of time and that's why Paramount asked them to delete it. The truth is that they are doing the same as Netflix, where they do not say too much, but, from what the same co-creators, Mike and Brian said, once it arrives the content will come in droves, with various products such as series and movies. For now, the closest we have to know something of the next Avatar was shown in Avatar Generations, where in a coin to buy high-level characters, Korra appeared with a silhouette behind a character that we never saw, very similar to the fanfic of the Legend of Genji. Of course, the image of the miniature in the video is not the official image of the next reincarnation of Rava, but of a sand bender that appears in the game Avatar Legends. Whatever the reality is in this whole matter, we will surely know in a few months, because if there is a year left to the movie, some interview, some spoiler in a podcast, or something sure we are going to have. This year we have events like CinemaCon, Comic-Con, and many other events that will give us more info. For the moment, if you do not want to miss any of this, you can subscribe to the Good Bison channel so you have more info than the average viewer who is not subscribed.
The footprints.
Oh, yeah. You see, I have very large feet. Furthermore, your temple matches your statue.
Katara and I discovered Aang frozen in an iceberg. Now, I didn't like Aang at first, but I grew to love him over time. Then we went to the Southern Air Temple where
People have a great weekend. We will be watching next week with more videos. I send you a big hug. Bye-bye.